Public speaking is one of the most beneficial skills that you can use towards your life. Public speaking is incorporated in many facets of the world today, including, when you're interviewing for a job, everybody's trying to get that money. When you're talking to friends on a daily basis, any kind of thing, any kind of social interaction, public speaking is involved with that. With that said, public speaking is something that people generally aren't the best at. People sometimes are, not that great at it, and then sometimes people are just natural experts at public speaking. I, for one, am not one of those natural experts, but I have progressed from, one of those people that weren't the best at it to someone that's kind of okay at it right now. So, how are you guys doing? Today, my name is Hakeem White, and I'm going to be talking to you all about how I've progressed throughout this 16-week course called AAC 3030C on how I view public speaking, my fears regarding it from then to now, how I've improved, and just certain things like that. So, with that said, I'm going to get it started. One of the first questions that I'm going to address to you all right now is for me to compare my public speaking skills from the beginning of the semester to right now. So, I'm going to be honest with you. When I first started out, public speaking wasn't the thing that, I was the greatest at. Wasn't something that I was like, wow, I'm going to be really great at it. But, as I've been going to the classes, going to the lab sections, giving speeches firsthand, seeing video recordings of myself, knowing how I actually tell speeches and seeing things like that, it's been a very beneficial process for me right now. From the beginning of the semester, I wasn't the greatest. I was probably here, at the kind of between beginner level to almost novice. But right now I'm kind of here where I'm novice level-ish. Kind of maybe expert, maybe with another couple years or so now, but I'm probably within the novice range. There's definitely a lot of things that I can improve on, but in the beginning, wasn't really that great at all. Had a lot of speech patterns that I would need to fix, said a lot of ums. I might drop a couple of ums right now, but everyone's still improving. Public speaking is just one of those things that you're always improving on. So initially I didn't give it direct eye contact. I didn't speak loudly enough. I wasn't concise in my word patterns of speech. But now today, I'm a lot better at that. So from video recordings and things like that, I can give you more. I can actually see firsthand what I'm doing, and now I can actually improve on it. The next question that I'm going to be addressing is basically how my fears towards public speaking has changed, if I did have any fears at all. So one of the main fears that I did have regarding public speaking was audience engagement. I really didn't know how to engage a crowd. I try to use my humor at most points, but humor isn't always the best way to go about, incorporating an audience into the speech and being, persuasive and conveying that actual meaning that you want to give. So over the course of the semester, we've always had to incorporate 2 to 3, audience engagement tools, 3 to 4. And one of the main audience engagement tools that I did use this semester was when I was giving a speech and on an informative speech on smoothies, and I actually brought my blender and everything with fruits and everything. I made an actual smoothie in the class, and everyone liked it. So that was actually a great way for me to give information as well as to put that person firsthand into what I was trying to teach them. So it definitely helped. One of the next things that I'm going to address is if I have any anxiety towards public speaking. Public speaking, I would say a fair amount of us do get anxiety. I guess it's kind of natural, but some people are more natural than others with public speaking, as if they just don't get any anxiety at all. But I think a small level of anxiety is actually key, because if you're not anxious and you're not worried about what's actually going to happen, what does that say about your speech that you're going to give? Everyone wants to give their best. Everyone wants to do their best. So there's always going to be that little thing inside you that's okay, got to perform, got to do my best, got to do this, So my anxiety wasn't the greatest in the beginning. I was just okay, I'm going to give this, whatever, but my anxiety kind of has increased because of all the things that I've learned throughout the course, which I know might seem like a paradox. My anxiety should have decreased, but because of all the audience engagement, all the things that you have to focus on, like eye contact, being a clear speaker, not using a lot of filler words, all those kinds of things. It's just putting it into my head, and I'm focusing on it beforehand, just so I know what exactly I'm gonna do, and then that kind of gives me a small level of anxiety inside. But once I do deliver the speech, that goes away, and it deals with and it causes for a more effective speech because I know exactly what I'm going to do. So that's my take on how anxiety has improved. I guess, not really improved, but it's allowed me to be a better public speaker overall, so I guess that's a general improvement in a sense. The next question we'll be talking to you is basically what kind of public speaker that I am right now. I've talked to you a little bit about, my levels of hopping from here, yada, yada, yada. I've touched on it a little bit. But, like I said, I was kind of like a beginner novice level, but now, I'm kind of like novice-y, almost kind of expert-y, maybe with a little more classes from Mr. Newberry, all those kind of things. All right. And then the last question that I want to bring up to you all is, after participating in several speeches and mock interviews, basically, what value do I see in public speaking? So like I said, public speaking has many beneficial aspects to it, from getting that money, talking to friends, public speaking can definitely help in getting girls, so, something that I'm good at, so maybe public speaking kind of helping with that, but, so, like I said, I do have a great value towards public speaking because it can be applied to basically anything within your life, and public speaking is just one of those things that you're always improving on, so it's something that people that always, value development, trying to focus on, and I value development in my life. Like I said, there's an audience engagement tool right here. I have a rubric of how I did in one of my speeches. I've looked at it, outlined it, I've reflected on it, and it's definitely helped within my time here within the course. And to wrap it all up, concluding statements, maybe I shouldn't have just said wrap it all up, but I'm just going to bring it back to you all right now. Like I said, public speaking is a very beneficial thing that you can use towards your life, and I've learned a lot from the actual course. Like I said, a lot of UF classes aren't really that applicable, and AEC 3030C has been one of those classes for me. I've been able to apply it towards my life. I've been able to apply it in different areas, and I'll be able to apply it towards my life in the future for myself. So I'm really thankful for that, and I want to thank you all for giving me the opportunity to be in your class. That's why did I just do that? But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this speech. I hope you guys enjoyed my reflection, and with that, I'm going to say adios.